Welcome or welcome back. If you're new, I'm Susan, and in today's video we're going to make a couple of projects and then I'm going to show you how I used them in my decorations. For our first project, I picked up this pack of foam star wands from Dollar Tree. So I just removed the ribbon. Then I applied 2 coats of white paint to the front and the back of the star. And then I just took some twine and wrapped the plastic stick. And just hot glued it at the end. And then I took the red and the blue ribbon that came on the star and added a piece of white ribbon with that. I also added a piece of twine, but I didn't really like how it looked, so I did remove that later. For this project, I picked up these Cupcake dog toys from the dollar store. Okay, so let me show you how I did that. So first, I painted the top of the cupcake with white paint. I did the same thing to my orange cupcake. Next, I'm going to add this lightweight spackling that I picked up from Dollar Tree. And just using a paintbrush and my fingers, I just applied it to the top of the cupcake to give it texture and give it a more realistic look. I also added it to the cake part of the toy, and this was to help to camouflage the fake cupcake liner, and you'll see later on what I mean and why I had to do that. And then I took a color that I thought would resemble a real cupcake and just painted the fake cupcake. I ended up using a couple of different colors just to give it dimension. I used Waverly chalk paint in hazelnut, sandstone, and brown. And now we get to add the fun part. We get to add sprinkles. I'm using these foam balls, and I pulled out the red, white, and blue ones and just attached them using a little bit of the frosting, the spackling, and then press them down into it. Some of them didn't stick in there completely, but it makes the little indentation where you can just add a touch of glue and then push it back down into it. So then I went over my foam sprinkles with glitter glue to give them a little sparkle. And then I just used clear glue and just drizzled it over the whole top of the cupcake to give it a little shine. And then while it was still wet, I sprinkled some red glitter on the top. And to finish it off, I set them down in these star cupcake liners. And I just think it turned out so cute. It looks delicious and it's fat-free. Okay, so let's go put it all together. Okay, to start, I'm using this scarf as my table runner. And you could use like an actual table runner or a piece of material. In my case, I'm using this red scarf. The reason you should add a table runner to your display is because it adds color and texture and interest to your table. And it just gives everything a foundation, all of your decorations a foundation to sit on. Next, I'm going to be adding these lots. And I love to add lots to everything. It just gives it a very cozy ambiance, and they're just fun. Okay, and next I'm going to be using this cake stand and these risers to give it height. And by layering pieces, it just adds depth and visual interest to the space. You never want all your decorations to just be sitting on the table, just level. So you definitely want to use things to give different heights. And it just looks so much better. I picked these up from IKEA, and I have one with a red stripe and one with a blue stripe. I just love the material of these. So I'm going to lay this down beside my riser. Next, I'm going to be using these metal containers that I picked up at Michael's. I took the lid off of this one because I wanted to put this floral stem inside of it. And next we're going to be adding our stars that we made. And just by painting them and adding twine to the plastic stick, just gives them a more expensive look. I really wanted to make these paper pinwheels that I saw on Pottery Barn's website and hang them up on the windows, but I ended up not having time, so I'm just going to hang this beaded garland. But my friend Rhonda at the Distressed Princess has a great tutorial on how to make those, so if you are interested, you could go check that out. I'm going to link her channel down in my description. I wanted to make them, but I didn't have time, so I just went ahead and used this bead garland that I already had on hand. Okay, so for this riser, I'm just going to use my last container that I picked up at Michael's. I have these little bowls beside it, and we're going to fill this one with some M&Ms. Lots of M&Ms. And then the bowls are there so you can dump the M&Ms in your little bowl. And for my last riser, we're going to display our fake cupcakes. So, of course, if you're having a party, that would be real cupcakes there. But I'm just setting it up for display. And so we're going to be using our fake little cupcakes. It can just sit there forever. And then just for fun, added a few bells. Couple of little flags down into my little plant here on the bottom, just to bring the red, white, and blue down to the bottom. Add in a few red pillows, give it a little karate chop. And here's how it turned out. It was super quick and super easy, and it's just a fun 4th of July display. And the tables are from my previous video. If you want to see how I made those, I'll also link that down in my description. And then this is my sweet little helper. He's such a good baby. He is the sweetest thing ever. I hope you have a fun, safe 4th of July. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.